So there was a cancellation here at the shop, so there's a 2-hour window where Gary can come out here and work on a few things. There's been a couple changes to my original plan. Good changes. More on that later, but we'll see what we can get done. First step, Gary's going to be replacing all 4 stock ceiling paper speakers with some upgraded Memphis PR series speakers. So I've got 4 of these 5 1/4 speakers throughout to there. And then he's putting in the first new one over there. And there's one right there. So this is one of the 4 from the ceiling. Just cheap generic ones. And we're putting 4 of those guys in right there. And you might be asking yourself, well, why am I so worried about these 4 speakers? Well, the RV does not have dash speakers. And there is a very definite reason why I need these 4 speakers working. And it has to do with tapping into the 55-inch TV later. But more on that later. Okay, I did make a few RV interior changes to make this happen. Gary's working on the dual 15-inch subwoofer package with a 600 watt amp over there, and there's a 300 watt for the other speakers that are on the ceiling now. And what I had to do is move the TV and the dresser system 6 inches this way so that the cat litter box still is going to fit with that up there. And yes, the biggest thing you're going to notice is there is no passenger seat right now. I don't want to talk about it right now. I've already done this in several other RVs. Luckily, Sean is going to let me keep it here at the shop upstairs, like in storage, with some nice wrap on it. So in case life changes later on down the road, I will have the matching seat to go with it. But doing some major audio installs here in Miranda, and I am excited. So Gary's hooking up the 2 amps because there's an amp that runs these speakers and an amp that runs the sub over there. And one of the things that's a little different about this install from your normal car is that the existing deck up here actually runs off of the coach batteries, the 5 lithium batteries actually, instead of the starting battery. And that'll be great for me so that when I'm getting solar and parked somewhere, I can listen to music and not have to start up the engine or rely on that battery. It's always going to be, basically I'm going to have this entire system solar powered in a way, but so that it works off of the TV to play music videos or watch movies with some really good sound to the ceiling and everything. So there's a lot of tricky wiring going on, so Gary will get this all wrapped up, and then the next step will be working on delivering the audio from the TV to the new deck that still needs to be installed, which upgrading to a double din. So I will have the big screen on top, and then below that will be a double din. Is it touchscreen or is it?
Touchscreen.
Yeah, it's a touchscreen Kenwood. Really excited. Well, the shop has closed for the night tonight, but I'm glad that we got a little jump start. Kind of good because Gary was going to work on a day when the shop is closed to get me done. Just working on Miranda, and so with the cancellation, and there's possibly going to be a no-show tomorrow, so we'll just kind of see how it goes. Everything looks nice and tidy over here, though. Of course, the entire speaker system will go like that and shove that way, and the litter box will be back here. But Gary pretty much wired everything up here. These aren't permanently mounted, but they're going to be kind of hidden and tucked away underneath there. I may actually put a grate on these. Oh, now you can see how big these speakers are. These 15s. So, but yeah, it's just going to sit like this until next time when he runs the wire through and we update this with a custom doubled-in touchscreen right here instead. But when I talked about bringing the TV through the stereo system, you can't do that if everything was wired to the starting battery. It has to be wired to a battery source like what I've got that runs off solar, or when you're plugged in it works. So, but the magic of getting the music behind this was a simple little $36 adapter, because most smart TVs have a digital optical out, which looks something like that. That is going to hook into the back of the TV. One end of the cord goes into the TV, the other end goes into this tack hole device, digital to analog audio converter. It needs 5 volts, so it's plugged into the USB behind the TV, and then it gives us RCA white and red output, which will run from here to behind the sub and plug into the back of the new deck, so that I have audio controls right there for my TV. I'm not sure if anyone has done that in a recreational vehicle, so I am thinking that next step will be Thanksgiving dinner. I have been filling out sticker orders like crazy. I really appreciate the support in the channel, and I'm working so hard to get these all to you, just so you know. But this is what I'm doing all night. Thank you, Jill, for your help also with this, because I got a little behind. But I am working to get these out. And, you know, I didn't do a specific video on the new MacBook that came out that I got, because there's not a whole lot different from the other one that I got, except the new butterfly keyboard is gone. The butterfly keyboard's gone. We're back to a mechanical, regular style keyboard on this one. And the things I upgraded was the processor. Now I'm a 2.5 gigahertz, 8-core Intel 9 processor. I bumped the RAM from 32 gigabytes to 64 gigabytes of RAM. And there's a brand new graphics card on the 16-inch model of the MacBook Pro. And I got the 8 gigabyte dedicated video graphics card version of that, highest of that. And then again, I went with the 2 terabyte hard drive on this one. You can spec these out to 8 terabytes of SSD. So I went with 2 because it gets a lot more expensive. And I got my Apple Care for 3 years, so I'm loving it. Again, I talked about this when I got the other one. I've already done the math on the previous video, was actually edited on this MacBook. Instead of a 3.5 hour export, it was less than 3 minutes. 3.5 hours to less than 3 minutes. You do the math. This is going to help all of us, right? Except for the fact that I'm filling out sticker orders and not doing anything else. Can you hear the rain? It's been raining here in Illinois. No snow. About 40 degrees outside. So, Jax is sleeping on the couch up there. And, yeah. I will get back to you in the morning. I'm going to be working the next 6 hours on this. Oh, yeah. And, well, good afternoon. Just like that, Thanksgiving's over for me. I'm back here at the shop, but not before Jill and Sean picked me up, and we had a little Thanksgiving of our own over there at Julia's Banquet here in East Alton, Illinois. They have a little banquet. They make all the food. They do all the cleanup themselves. Had really good fresh turkey and everything I could have possibly wanted buffet style. And now I have the rest of the day to relax, which is the best way to do Thanksgiving. I'm really happy to have some extra family here in East Alton. Transplant family, you know. But, yeah. Otherwise, going to start packing up. I'm going to put Roxy back on the back of the RV. And then tomorrow, Gary's going to finish up the sub install and rest of the stuff. So, I'm going to go ahead and pretty much close this video out. But I did bring back something for Catman Jax for Turkey Day. I always do. Yeah, you ready for this? Are you ready for this, Buster? Let me cut up a few little pieces, okay? Oh, yeah, that's good. Oh, you want it? Okay, well, that's pretty good turkey. You might not know what to do with it. Happy Thanksgiving, my favorite little kitty cat. Is that pretty good? You happy, boy? All right, man. My best little boy. My best little guy. I'm so good. All right, man. Oh, yeah. You guys take care and be well and be patient as I sort of get through the rest of my weekend and get back on the road onto new Christmas adventures that I'm excited about. Maybe a little bit longer for me to get back to you, but it's going to happen. Enjoy time with your friends and family, guys. Jackson, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.